everything is working. Then do other stuff. Okay, and so in this video I'm going to talk about a lot of different tips and my thoughts on everything. So during maybe this 2 hour, I'm going to talk about all of my tips and guides and also some of my secrets for going far and things like that. And necessarily not all of you guys might agree, but it's something that I found very useful, and then helped me get through far. So it's just up to you, but so I'll just be telling you guys while I play. So okay, so all right. So first of all, for the money purpose, you can see that my money goes down actually pretty fast as well. It's because I have a lot to transcend, and it costs more money as you transcend more anyway. So that's another thing. And one of the first thing that you should start focusing on is your formation. Now you could choose between the defensive and offensive formation. Even me, I didn't do it all the way because it costs so much, but I'll just go ahead and do it one right now. But it's up to 60, and then based on this, it really strengthens your team, or makes it also like a huge difference. So this is the first thing that you should be spending money for sure. For the global, it should be out until 40, and in the Korean one, since a lot of the new content and different things were really became difficult, they decided to increase it up to 60 instead. So that's one of the reason why mine is not up to max level yet, since I didn't have enough money. But I will be spending some rubies on the money to make this within a day or two. So that's one of the thing. And that's one of the things that you should definitely start doing it first, because I know a lot of you guys use money for different things. For plussing your heroes. I mean, definitely that's important as well. But if your team feels like it's stuck on some kind of point, then definitely go ahead and then do this one, because this will not only strengthen in arena, adventure, but some of the things, but it will basically do to every single thing. So that's why this is so crucial, because you can use this for any kind of content. And what it is basically for this defensive is used often because the 4-person in the front will gain additional some defense, as well as the one in the back. One single person can increase the physical damage by 100, and for instance mine will be 88%, which is huge. And this is really good for castle rush, raid, and all these things. That's one of the reason why most people often go ahead and then raise this one first. But the offensive formation is also used very often, because some of the higher towers they tend to use this, because it's pretty difficult without a really strong tank in the front. So that's the one thing. And if you guys do want to spend money and then want to start on it, one of the thing that I also recommend is in the package, not in the package, the special one down here. And it's the, where is it? Here it is. So it's the one all the way on the left, this one right here. And what this one does is that it makes all the formation into level 40 with around like what, $33. And this helps so much, because some of the new heroes that came out with breaking the defense, changing the formation and things like that. If you didn't raise it, it totally ruins your damage and things like that. So this really, really helps. If it, I just Since I don't really spend money on in this game yet, I didn't get this one, and since also one of mine is also, you know, over 40, but this is really, really great. It saves so much of your money, so you can go ahead and spend it on other stuff as well. And all of the ones actually on here is really great. Even the first one, increase the maximum hero where you can have up to 199. This saves so much rubies. I think it saves close to maybe I think it saves close to like 2,000 rubies. So by spending cash, you could save so much of your rubies, other stuff, and etc. But like I said, these are all obtainable through non-spending users as well. Rubies, like I said, you guys can farm it really easily, and as well as the gold as well. So these are all farmable basically. So you don't really have to worry about it. One of the other benefits of doing these will be that you guys can progress much faster. So hello if you're just coming in. So in this one, like I said, I'll be just talking about some of my tips and guides and things like that, of my ways of playing Seven Nights and how that helped me. So that's the one thing. The formation, I did make my video on formation as well, so you can go ahead and look into a detail of the formation page. Next one is one of the things that a lot of people forget, but it's choosing, like I said, for investing your elements. So that there's so limited ways of getting elements, and that's one of the way it prevents users from start from day one all the way to become really strong. But some of the ways where you can get it is through the Tower of Vissel that just came out. So this wasn't available before, but you could get a elements through this one, as well as a Castle Rush where you can do 3 or 4 star, whichever one, or you could do Selector by paying him more as well. Now, besides that, and besides the ones that you actually have to pay for, that's the only way you could get the elements from purchase. Oh, hello, if you just came in. And that's one of the ways where you can get it, and the major ways you'll be getting it is through the daily dungeons, and you could also get it through farming as well. But I mainly get my rubies through summoning. Through the farming. So what I do is I usually put Jave and Sarah if I want to, and as long as any of these heroes, first time you get 5 rubies, and then second time anything above beyond, you'll be getting a 2 rubies per each one. So for instance, I have a level 29 Reaper right here. I'm gonna just go ahead and do one adventure, and then just gonna show you guys. It's gonna turn into level 30, and I'll be receiving a 2 rubies, and that's one of the reason why farming is so important in this game, and it's relatively easy to level up your other farming heroes. So that's, I think, one of the benefit, and that's one of the reason why I really liked this game, mobile game, because you don't really have to spend much money, or you don't even have to spend a single money on playing this game, and you could still get far into game. So that's one of the reason. Hello, which one is better, Lynn and Kyle? I will be talking about that a little bit later, but I feel like right now they're both equally good, but Kyle will be focused more towards the arena, and Lynn has some other content where you can use as well. So now the Reaper turned level 30, and that's just the notification you'll get, and you'll be getting a rubies just like this. And this is your major way of you getting these rubies, and that's how a major way how I get it. And now I have all these honor points. You could go ahead and use these honor points to get more keys, farm more, and then basically trade them for the rubies in a sense. But that's how you farm, and that's why it's so crucial, because people like Jave, once it gets a little bit stronger, you can go ahead and farm at 8-4, 8-1, and all these stuff with the 4 others, and then you can farm really, really fast. Or you could go ahead and do it, 7- as well, with a very safe way, and usually requires a 2. But that's one of the ways you guys can do it. Hell mode dailies, yes, I know for the global. I've been trying them out, but since my team, I don't have any good heroes. I'm just trying. Sometimes I win and sometimes not, so I'm not really making the guide right now until for sure I know I can win. The Awakened Delens is, I say, it's pretty good. It's still used a lot in Arena and some of the other content, so yeah. Awakened Delens and Lee. Technically, you need both, but I would get Lee first because Lee is clearly better in some of the other content. Although I know the Helmo Daily that just came out in Korean one can't use Lee. You can still use Lee for so much different stuff. So, in my opinion, Lee first and then Delens. So my tips for getting 6-star heroes, I'll go ahead and then explain in a moment. But so this one, it's gonna be my tips and my thoughts about my process of playing the games, and some of my secrets for getting really far, and then keep constantly transcending, and then getting all these rubies and things like that. So please stay tuned. And right now I'm just doing one of the weekly quest so I can get the keys and finish the weekly quest. But let me see. Well, thanks for watching. And so for instance, in like arena, the mastery is one of the things that people requested a lot, and I am most likely not going to do the masteries, just because masteries vary for specific content, as well as depends on your deck. It varies as well. If you're a tanky team, you might do focus more on increasing defense and things like that, while if you're really like all offensive deck, you might just all focus on damage. So it really depends on your deck and a team, as well as a content, like I said. So it varies for each one of you, and that's one of the reason why I'm most likely not gonna do it. But if you read what each one does, you guys should be able to tell which one would be better for the which one will be better for the your deck. Well, thank you for cheering, and yeah, I'll be going through a lot of things, because since this one is a my tips and guide video, especially I know I've been making a lot of videos on this, but maybe this could be just a one single video if you guys have time, or some of the other people who are looking at this video have time. They can just look at this video for like a whole kind of entire information. And I'm gonna go over some of the heroes as well, where I think it's really good and things like that. So please stay tuned. And so I talked about just the formation and how that really changes everything, as well as the farming. And another thing is using different content. I did make my video on a the mid game way, but we have so much different content, especially in Korean. But they start to put out a lot more on the global one as well. So you gotta utilize these really well. So I'll be telling it some of the ways where it's really useful. Oh yeah, the Guanu spotlight. So I will go over him right now just briefly, but I will do the spotlight. I have the video. I just didn't post it because I gotta do it where there's a Wi-Fi, or else it would be costing too much of my data. So I actually do have Kwanu, and a couple of days ago, I actually fused two 5-star, and both of them I got Kwanu, so I was actually pretty happy. And he's passive. It might be different for the global, so I gotta check it out again one more time. But it's the reduce enemies attack and magic by 40%, which is really really good. So he's extremely good for tank, you know. Uh, and this skill, one person 500% physical damage, is so great with a critical applied. So you know this one will do so much damage, and he's a tank, but one of those tanks where it will deal massive amount of damage to single target. And this skill is just something that newly introduced just for specifically for the three Warring Empire heroes, but it grants any kind of hit immunities for one hits for all of the allies. You know, this basically includes ignore defense and piercing as well. So it'll block anything for one hit. So that's just really amazing. For his item equipments, double health, and then for the attack, you could either put crit, or you could also go ahead and put speed attack if you're going for, you know, arena. Or if you don't have those enough items, you could also go ahead and spend on the lethal as well. But for armor, definitely you gotta go with a health. Yeah, so for each of the hero, let me just go ahead and then go over. I'm gonna go over all of the heroes that is in the Seven Knight, and go over yeah, like I said, which one I think is good and which one I think it's, you know, just okay, or things like that. So let me just go in here. All right, let's go with really simple one, Seven Knights. You guys can also check out my Seven Knight video in detail for information, but here's the one where you should go first. Rachel and Spike is should be one of your first two, because the reason is you need Rachel, definitely absolutely needed for the castle rush as well as the boss raid. So she's gonna be used throughout the whole thing. And um and what is it, Seven Knights are more geared towards, you know, some are, you know, can be very flexible and used in a lot of different content, but Seven Knights are basically used a lot for, you know, like I said, in different content, while Four Lords and formal Four Lords and, you know, even Alicia and things like that are more geared towards the arena. So Seven Knight will be used probably throughout the whole thing. Rachel is one of them, and that's one of the reason after I focused my Jave, I'm raising my Rachel, because I realized that she is used for so many different stuff, but she's really squishy. So I'm trying to transcend her, as well as giving her more, you know, weapons and armors to make her stronger as well. Spike, having at least one Spike will help you so much, because you will be able to basically in the castle rush, any kind of castle rush, for at least 2 turns you won't be frozen, you won't be silenced, you won't be electrified or anything like that. So you could deal more damage in the castle rush. And the reason why I focus on castle rush first is so that you could get into a good guild where they can do, you know, at least get a S chest, so it saves up more your 7 night points, as well as chance of getting, you know, 7 nights or things like that. So that's one of the reason of those two. And then I recommend Jay, because he's an awesome great farmer. So you could go ahead and get Jay first and get the rubies, and then work your ways up as well if you have a friend for Rachel and things like that. But Jave is just awesome farmer. There's other great farmers like Velica and Ariel and things like that I'll be talking about as well. But Jave is just really amazing. And if you guys see my videos, he carries me throughout the most of the things. So that's the one thing. Delens has been really popular with his awakening, and his silence is useful in a lot of tower and things like that. Being able to block enemies, skill just gives so much advantage. So, and he is one of the even before the awakening, he was one of the best single target nuker. So even the unawakened form, regular attack reduces his cooldown by 10 seconds. So this gets gone when it's awakened, but it's so good. So Delens is one of the great ones as well. Now Chris is one of the one that I felt like I didn't really need, but it's something that my brother got as a first one, and it was really good because his ability to heal and things like that just helps so much in early tower and things. But this is Chris is, I feel like, something that you could focus later on. He doesn't really impact a lot, and especially in global right now before the buff, Chris is pretty much just a healer. So I don't really recommend getting Chris as your first one. And Chris is one of the last ones you guys should focus. Eileen, they buffed her up, and then she's pretty tanky, and then her electrifying is pretty great as well. But and she was mainly used for increasing her passive, increasing all allies physical damage by 60%, which is really really great buffer. And when she dies, she comes back alive. But some of the other four lords and things like that replaced her in a lot of ways. So that's one of the ways where she kind of fell off, and that's why they're assumingly they're supposed to buffer a lot in this upcoming when the Eileen gets awakening. So hopefully, I'm waiting for that. Rudy here. I said in my other video that Rudy is my one of the last choice, but he's extremely great in arena, and he's the best tanker in the game, just period. So he's the ultimate guardian, so he has to be the best tanker. And he's passive basically grants reduced damage intake by 80%. So that's just so much. Even if you take 1000 damage, reduce 80% by that, you only take 200, which is just really really crazy. So that's one of the reasons Rudy is really great. But also Rudy lacks in damage a lot unless you transcend and give a lot of items. And for higher adventure and tower, Rudy can be great tanker, but you might lack in a damage, unlike Delens, Jave, and things like that. So that's one of the reason why I kind of like refrain from it. But I know in like a global, a lot of top decks use Rudy because he's just awesome. But if you guys want to focus on, you guys can go ahead and do that. And he's also defensive type. Among all the seven knights, Delens, which is a fighter, and the Rudy, who is defense. Rest of them is all rounder. So that's one of the reason why I say when you invest on it, choose a specific one, and then start looking at it. Start investing on it. So for the global one, I will be going over that one as also well, because a global one is a little bit different from the Korean one. But one of the common one that you both Korean and global one has is Ace, and I think Ace is one of the best Forlord and formal Forlords. Not only that he's used in a lot of different arena style of deck, his passive is just really great. And his skill animation is also great as well. And the one of the reason why is he is one of the absolutely needed for higher damage, and even in global, for the castle rush and things like that, because of his second skill, which is this one, which increases enemies intake damage by 80%. So enemy takes more damage, and this doesn't stack. I mean, this does basically stack with Rachel's, so it will still work. It doesn't cancel out each other because it's different effect, but they'll still take more damage. So here's the new animation, you know, they did with Ace, which I really really love. Um, so he's an all rounder as well, except Lin even in here. Oh, and Wukong is all rounder. Yopo is all round. Luvu is all rounder. Ace is all rounder, except Lin. Everyone else is all rounder, and you can see that 7-9 all and the four lords, they're all rounder. So you gotta make sure you start investing on, you know, the whichever one that is critical. But if you guys do have an ace, you know, at least make 1 and 2 6-star +5, because he will help so much doing more damage in the castle rush, and you know that will just help you getting more points and things like that. So well, I'm not making a video, but I'm just explaining things in general. So, because a lot of people have been asking me, you know, a lot of these questions, and specifically, you know, since I always get a lot of questions about certain heroes, you know, why not go ahead and then make a, you know, video on it that is kind of like more informative, and you know, be longer. So yeah, Ace, I absolutely love it. I'm trying to focus on Ace right now, and Luvu, he is used more after the buff. He's just so good, and in the global, you know, it just came out, and he will be dominating in the arena for quite a while. He is just brute force, awesome, you know, general, just like the story in the, just like the story in the what is it? The Three Warring Empires. So um I will, for friend requests, I will try to add you, but I get so much friend requests every single day that I can't add all of them. For simple farming, let me just go over real quick. But there's a two different ways where you can farm. One is, the places where I recommend is 7-1 and 7-9. 7-9 is when you do it a little bit stronger, but this is the safest place where you can farm, just because both of their Sarah skill is not attack, but remove buff, reduce enemies, you know, the damage. So it's pretty much really safe way for you to do it. Another way you guys can go ahead and do it is where I do, 8-1, where you can get also chance of Lena, or 8-4, where you have chance of getting Jin and Lena. And what I do is I put my Jave on the back line, and for instance, I might just do like an auto farm like this. And this is how one of the way, you know, where I do my homework or things like that, and then can still farm and then get rubies and things like that. And auto farm has been introduced in the global one as well. So based on my opinion, I feel like the awakening will come out in hopefully in within a year, because global's getting close to like a half year, and this didn't introduce until like year and a half. So hopefully within a year, but maybe with a faster pace, it might do it, you know, maybe a little bit less or something. And hello, if you're just coming in, BT guys, thank you. Well, if you don't have Jave, it's okay. You still have other great farmer as well. Jave is just something that I found very useful in my opinion, because you know he's just really strong and tanky. But people like Velika, Ariel, and some of the other ones are great farmers as well. So make sure you guys look into those. Just a second. All right. I forgot to get a drink since I talk a lot in here. Hello, Horror Gamer. It's good to see you again. Well, hello if you're just coming in. I'm just doing my live stream as well as kind of doing like informative, specific like things and my opinions about like a lot of different content and things like that. And especially I'm going over heroes as well. So hopefully, if you guys stay tuned, you guys will be pretty informed about the certain heroes in my opinion, things like that. And I will also go over to the global one as well later on, and give my opinions and some of the ones where I think is really good in global one as well. So all right, so you basically can farm like this, and let's see. And the reason why I just do it in the 8-4 or 8-1 is because I can do it much faster and use my keys really fast by doing this. So let me just go back and then explain some of the other seven knights as well. I mean the four lords and things like that. So hopefully you guys will be informed. Let me see. What should I awaken next after Zeke? I like Evan, and then since I know that Evan will be revamped and buffed right now, I will do Evan over Nia. Nia is just good in general, even without Awakening, because of her buff removing, buff turn removing, reducing skill. So you don't really need the Nia to be awakened before, but that's just your depends on your team as well. Notes on Celestial Tower. If you are stuck on certain level, make sure you give it a constant try, and every 10 tries that you do, the tower heroes in there gets weaker and weaker and weaker. So until it reaches 90, which is the weakest form, when you try at that moment, you'll be able to beat it because it's much easier. So thank you if you're just coming in, and also thanks for your support as well. So I just talked about the seven knights and was talking about the four lords, and Lou was just really great. Um, so he was one of the one where he came out and he was really strong. So they decided to nerf him a little because he was in an arena for really good amount of time, and then um, after the nerf, no one used him, so they decide to give him a buff, which the Netmar will constantly do to balance out the heroes and things like that. But when they did that, what they accidentally did was they gave double piercing to both of his skill, which was really stupid because most of the heroes popular, around even this time is, the turn hit immunities per turn and things like that, like a Fungyan. But Yopo just totally destroyed everyone at the back line. And that's one of the reasons why they had to nerf him. And then recently with the Lin, Luvu just got buffed again. So you can see that a lot of things are also, going on. And then the Wukong. Wukong is one of the ones also was buffed and nerfed. I don't really see him often right now. The reason is because he was seen a lot more before, just because they added this thing on his passive where his regular attack does piercing, which was really, really stupid as well. But so all of my guys, I know I used to run like Fungyan and things like that, and they just die automatically, and that's why they had to nerf him. And although they did a buff, he's not really used as much. So, but I know in global, it's been not that long since it came out as well, and that's why he'll be still good, and he'll be I think they Global also released the Wukong as before the nerf state as well. He had to constantly, the one, but it's pretty much up to a point, maybe like a one more buff or something, and it will be current a Korean one. So he's really great, and also like I said, he doesn't really have any other uses in any other content, but he'll be extremely good in arena. So I think for a best hero to invest on, I think it really depends on what kind of deck that you're also going. Some heroes are better than other for for instance like a magic or physical or things like that. But I think if you're going for like especially also like arena or adventure, in my opinion, I think Jave is always my like a safest pick. But like Dellen's, Rudy also has been, or like even like Spike has ruled the arena for really long time. So it really depends on the meta and certain heroes and things like that. So um okay, so yeah, so I know a lot of new heroes come out, and that's what the global one is trying to do. So they're trying to catch up to the Korean one, but not all of them are really good, and you don't really have to go ahead and then just focus so hard on getting certain heroes just because you know that what is it? Some of them might not be as useful, or it might not actually even suit your deck, and it comes in. Some of them comes and goes as well. So focusing on the ones that are really really crucial, I think in my opinion is really important, and the ones that that we constantly use throughout the whole thing. So for instance, oh, hello, if you're just coming. For instance, like I said, for Seven Knights, Rachel will be used for the whole entire Seven Knight history, unless they make someone who has exactly same passive as Rachel, one of the skill that has exactly same skill as a Rachel, which will most likely not gonna happen because that totally ruins the purpose of the Rachel. Or another one, for instance, like Spike. The reason why Spike is so great is because there's no one who can have immunity for freezing except Spike and Lania. And you know that Rania won't be used since, you know, she's so weak, she won't last in the normal or hard castle rush. So these will be the ones that will be, and some of the other ones will be constantly used throughout the whole thing. And these are one of the ones where I would start focusing on. So Kwanu, I kind of explained it a little bit earlier, but hopefully if you guys can go back and also look at it as well. I play in the Korean and global server, not global in Asia server. A global and Asia server is connected together, although they can't be friends with the people. I don't know, it's a little bit different, but it's in the same speed. But and I also play on a Korean one, so so let me just go ahead and continue a little bit more. So Lin is really awesome. It's also my girlfriend's favorite hero as well. And her passive when it first came out was really crazy, but she has any kind of hit immunity for 12 hits, which is just, amazing, absolutely amazing, because she's so squishy, like a glass cannon hero, but she can deal so she can sustain so long with this passive, and she has very high chance of applying blind, which prevents enemy from when they use the skill to deal damage. So it's just really great, as well as even as a frontliner, any kind of heroes that are in the same row as her increases magic by 50%. Just it's just really great buffer as well. So and she hits really a lot, so I also do see her more in the Helmo daily as well. And this skill is just really absolutely amazing. Her skill animations are generally really great as well, but and I will be also making spotlights on these heroes, but uh, his her skill, this one, it changes enemies formation, and that's one of the reason why I asked you guys to start focusing and investing all of your monies on leveling up your formation, because when you change the formation, you'll get basically, unless it's leveled up, you'll be with a less boost. So that's one of the things. In my opinion, I think the Luvu is better in the arena. Wukong, unless they put the regular attack piercing buff, which most likely they won't, since they saw that it's too much. So yeah, the Kwanu is gonna be annoying in the arena. Basically, kind of eats away one of your skill, and even in Korean one, it was used for in arena for a very long time, as well as a lot of different content. So how do I switch for the different content? Actually, there's two different apps. There's a Korean version and global version. So it's two separate app for the Seven Night. So I download two separate ones. So hello if you're just coming in, and thanks for watching. Hopefully for the Jave and the Spike remake will be better. They're already great, and they're used in arena so much right now. But I think giving extra boost will definitely help, especially for Spike. It'll be really amazing. So hello if you're coming in, thank you. Ace, in my opinion, is one of the best. It's the best out of four lords because it has more. It's more flexible use instead of just arena, like a Luvu, Wukong. They're more just focused towards on the arena. But Ace has Castle Rush and a lot of different uses as well. So that's one of the reasons I really like it. Lin as well has some other flexible uses, but mainly used in the arena. And these three I'll go ahead and explain later. But I'll go ahead and then go with my regular heroes. So here's the thing. In the global right now, Helenia and Kwanu will be the best tanker. Besides the Rudy. And I always exclude Rudy because if you invest on Rudy, there's no better tank anyway, so it doesn't matter. But besides Rudy, which where you don't have to spend your Seven-Night selector, right now in the global, Kwanu and Helenia will be the best tanker. Helenia was just really great, and especially with Awakening, it's used a lot more now. But they were really the best tank, and the Evan with Awakening, it just came out as one of the greatest tank. It was really good tank, since he comes in a 1 star through all the way to 6 stars, so it was really easy to get, make it fast. And in Korean one, Helenia only comes in a 5 star only. You guys can see that Helenia only comes in a 5 star only, and that's one of the reason why it was so hard to make Helenia into higher, transcend it to a higher level. But in the global one, they made it so that there's 3 star form as well. So it's so much easier to transcend her. So right now in global, I would just focus on Helenia or Kwanu for your tanks. In my opinion, that would be the better tank. So unfortunately, I still don't have any of the four lords in the global one as well, since my luck kind of sucks. But what kind? What kind of rewards can you get from the chest by spending rubies? Depends on which chest, I think, that you spend on. If you have Spike, you should get at least one Rachel, unless you have one already. So, but right now in the Korean one, Evan is great tanker, awesome tanker, as well as buff coming along as well. Karen is Karen and Evan, since they're the main character, hero in the story, they will also be constantly be buffed, So those two are definitely the ones good to invest on. They will be really great. I rate them as like, like a S usually because they're so great and they're so flexible as well. Karn can be used in Castle Rush. I use her for Arena, Tower, a lot of things. And one of the great thing about the Karn is that she is pretty darn tanky for a support with all the items and stuff, and especially with Evan's passive where increased defense. It's just really amazing. Now Lee is totally trash unless is awakened. So that's one of the reasons why no one invested on Lee until Awaken Lee came out. And for all rounder, he's not a good one to invest on. So if you're in the Korean one, I mean in global one, and like hopefully you feel like when the awakening comes out, you can awaken Lee. Hold off because not only that's not going to be for a while, you shouldn't use any all-rounders on Lee. If you do, mix 2 5-star and get Lee, then, it's good to keep it. Why not? But unless that happens, make sure you don't, I don't know, like plus it to get it. Kwanu is still kind of used, but not as many. Just because people has been using some of the other tanks and things like that. But Kwanu is absolutely great. So, oh hello if you're coming in, and wow, there's a 48 people watching. Well, thanks for watching. Here are my tips and thoughts, and I'm just going over some of the heroes right now to also kind of inform you guys on a lot of things. And Yuri has other star forms as well. It's just on a different place. I don't know why they did that. The first one that comes out as Awakening will be Evan, and Karen. Let me just go ahead and do it. Evan, Karen, and then Snipper, Ario, and I think Lee Jupi. Those are the first ones that comes out as Awakening, and then later one Velika and Sylvian, like that. It comes in order. So the first one, hopefully, Lee will be pretty good, but Evan will be absolutely amazing as well. So let me just go ahead and continue some more. Yuri does come in a different star form. I don't know why they didn't put it here. They put it on the other one somehow. Yui is the one where you should invest on, but not heavily. This is something that you will focus on later on towards the game, just because of her passive of granting immunity to silence for 6 turns. So besides that, you don't really need her. Although she has been really popular in early game. I know in global it used to be really popular because of her AoE resurrection as well, which is really great. But Karen also kind of in a way replaced that, and her passive is very specific. For silence and burn damage, so it's not used any as much. But for Castle Rush, she for Delans, she's the absolutely one that everyone takes. If unless you're the beginner and don't have them. Ario has been really good since the beginning, since she can be used as a farmer, since both of her skill is AoE, and one of her skill remove buff, which helps. But more and more ones came out with a turn buff instead, as a passive and things like that. So she was used less and less. That's one of the reason. But her passive is still great. Increased the critical chance by 50% as well. So if you guys don't have a farmer like Jay, you guys can also go ahead and use your, the magic elements and then invest on Ariel. Another choice will be Velika as well, which I'll go over soon. And here's the Jupi. Jupi is still debatable which one is the best between the Jupi and Shane for the damage, and people are still comparing and a lot of things like that. And arguably, Jupi is still one of the best damage dealer. Is Jupi, Shane, and Pascal. Those three will be staying on forever. And Jupi and Shane, they came out in the beginning, and then it will be there for a really, really long time. Even until now, people still use them. So there's no doubt that these are really great heroes. So these are definitely good to invest on. So is Ijong worth investing on? Yes, in my opinion, because he's a great tank. And I think in my opinion it's just really great because his passive is also really great as well. So Jubi is one of them. Jubi S plus, definitely awesome hero that came out as a single target nuker, one of the best single target nuker out there. And it's fighter type, so it doesn't go along with any all-rounder things like that. Snipper, I was so stupid and I didn't scroll down on the choosing page for the 6-star selector in the beginning, and I chose Snipper. And although he did help me in the beginning with one AoE, and then it was 3-person target, now it's changed to 2. It was 3-person target with a piercing, so it did help me early on, but he was just completely not used later on. So even with Awakening, he's not really used. And although they say they're gonna revamp, I still don't know yet. So Snipper, I wouldn't invest on it. Helenia, definitely. I explained it. She's awesome, great tank. Hevnia as well. I'm starting to raise her as well. So Helenia, Awakening right here. She's awesome and great. I am still raising her as well, so still on the progress. Hello, if you're coming in. So those are it. Karen and a lot of these supports are basically for passive. So for instance, this one, any kind of stun for 6 turns. So this is different from electrifying or paralysis like a Ming Ming does. But where Karen would be used will be raid. Raid is 2-team. So either way, you need Velika, Espada, Karen because each team needs it. So in order for you to deal more damage, so this is one of them. For 6 turns. So and double healing. That's so great. So Karen is still used currently until today for the raid and things like that. Victoria, not one to invest on, but very specific on one that is for Eileen. Castle Rush, she has immune to electrifying for 6 turns. Sorry, I didn't see the question that you did. If you can post it again, I'll try to answer it. Transmite Curio. I actually don't have a Curio, but I've seen her a few times in the arena, and she seemed like she's used more for tower, but I don't know yet for sure, since I don't see many people even using her. Which one? Let's see. My opinion is that take out the one that is the squishiest first. As long as seems like most of you guys have sense damage, it's better to probably keep Delens. Maybe take out either ace, just because unless most people have weak level ace, you know, ace is pretty darn squishy too. So that's just my opinion. The Shugeliang, um, for Castle Rush in the global version, people did used to use them, but I will tell you guys the standard for the Castle Rush as well, which I'll be talking about. And these are one of the ones where it's kind of standard ones for Castle Rush as well. So if it's level 36, then go ahead and use it, and then take out the one that is the squishiest. And like I said, oh, you said you've been switching out and then play around, but uh, do try more, and then also based on your masteries and things like that, switch that around as well. Is Alicia worth transcending? Alicia is very specific for arena, and if you're focusing on arena, yes, definitely. So here's the Velica. Double AoE, magic, awesome. Ignore defense, which is also great, and her passive. All allies take 50% less damage, magic damage from enemies. This is so great in raid and some of the boss raid as well. So when she was awakened, where is it? She's used so much, and even till nowadays she's still used. So if you're she's also a regular hero, so you could transcend with Athena as well, and it's magic, so it won't go along it won't get on the way of raising all-rounder as well. So that's one of the reason a lot of people got her as her the first farmer as well, and then get Rachel and Spike as their first Seven Knight. So that's one of the thing. And she's used for raid. Definitely Karen, Victoria, Velica. It's good to invest on. On the other hand, Sylvia, even though Awakening came out, she's not really used as much. So Sylvia, Joker, uh, even Ming Ming. Ming Ming's okay, but there's some other better ones right now. So Ming Ming's not used as much either. So and then Shao, both of her skill, what it does is it increases the enemy's cooldown and is used for the boss raid and things like that. So definitely fine. So in a brief what is it, rating, if I have to do, I'll just go ahead and which one I would, if it was for me, I would invest on. Evan, Karn, Lee if it's awakened, and if you get it through fusing 6-star. Yui, Jupi, Helenia Hevnia, Karen, Victoria, Velica, Shao. Chancellor Rook is stupidly good. With Awakening that they came out, they're so great. So those two, I'm raising it as well. I'm really close to reaching level 40, and I will definitely go ahead and awaken them. So May was buffed, but kind of falls it off. Although her passive grants 50% less damage for for 6 turn, right? It's really great, but it falls off because as the turn gets by, the increments that the Seven Knight gets stronger is so much more than what she can reduce. So that's why in earlier on people tried to use her, and then it didn't really work out. Alice, if you do get her, then yeah, sure, why not? But it's not. It shouldn't be the first one. Aragon is definitely no. He is cool, but for all rounder, there's so much other better ones. So no. Noho is one of the one that is came out with really OP skill. But I actually don't even see many people even have Noho. So I don't even know. I still don't even have Noho as well, and I don't know. Hopefully in the future I do. And Rook and Chancellor is S plus. They're used for arena, tower, all these lot of different things. So make sure you do that. Dylan's, I did talk about it, but both since both of his skill is away piercing, that just makes it really strong. That's one of the reason. But um, when the other Seven Knight with Awakening comes out, they might actually be better in a way too. So you never know. But at the moment, yes, it is pretty good. Uh, Getting item. So best way to get item is by doing the raid. From maybe spending one key, you can get 6-star raid item, which is really great. And raid item is generally great because you have chance of also getting the best item as well. So instead of using your rubies or things like that, go ahead and do the raid. Hello, if you're just coming in. Uh, Zhuge Liang, let me go ahead and check later on just because the skill and the passive might be different since a lot of these, the Warring Empire one, the skill and the passive were different. So to be sure, let me just go ahead and check later on and do that. Comparing Droopy and Pascal is not really worth it in my opinion, just because Droopy's physical and Pascal's magic, and that's why people compare Shane and Droopy, but they didn't really compare Pascal. So because they're in a two different one. Uh, Best heroes for adventure mode. I did go over earlier, so please check those out. Oh, I just didn't. I didn't realize there's 51 people watching. No wonder like the chat, the chat room is going so fast. So, mm, I was hoping Awake Yuri to come out as Awakening, but unfortunately they didn't. But I really, really wish they do. Yeah, Tails, awesome, awesome. So but the great thing is, they kind of gave a spoiler for the Teo on the global one for getting the ace. So, and for the here, I would invest on Nia, Espada, Shane, Zeke. Shane and Zeke will be used throughout the whole thing ever since it came out. Espada as well, and Nia too. So these are really, really great one. Luri did kind of fall off. It was really strong, and then they did buff her by double 4-person target with a ignore defense and things like that. But an awakening, she did become better. So I do see her sometimes on the high. What is it, arena, but not as often. So but hey, almost everyone in the Holy Crusader is pretty darn good. So invest on all of them if you can. Um, Black Rose, I actually don't know when it comes out because in Korean when it came out pretty early, but somehow they're not releasing Black Rose at the moment. So I have no idea. Oh, Zhuge Liang, I said it. I will do it after I check out the both ones. So please wait. Uh, Bai Long, Peng Yong, um, he was arena specific and he was there for a while, but there is counters for him. So unless you're gonna really focus on arena, I wouldn't. So, but he is pretty good, but it's not like my. It wouldn't be my first priority. So those are for in here. Black Rose is really great because of her piercing, deals a lot of damage. Um, Also reduce turn buff, and her stealth mode basically takes less damage as well. So, and Sarah, I have my Sarah as well. So those at the moment are the ones. Let me just go ahead and then do some of my regular things and answer your questions, since you guys seem like you guys have a lot of questions. Sorry if I can't answer all of them, because sometimes it goes really by fast and I can't, see all of them as well. So in global, best way would be, besides the selector, uh, you could also try, getting the Rachel from the puzzle one, as well as the earlier on. There won't be as many ways for you to get a 7 night, even if you spend money, because they don't want you to go progress in the game really fast and beat every content and things like that. So that will be pretty limited until a while. But I think, in my opinion, one of the best way is constantly getting S chest on the guild, and doing it normal. Obviously makes a higher chance and things like that. So my wish for next 7 Night Awakening is Jave, because he's my favorite. But I also know that, according to the story, I feel like Rudy should be the next one. So, that just kind of depends. But, don't know. And yes, Quano is very good. So, if you guys do want to invest on him as a tank, yes, definitely go ahead and do it, since he is better, in my opinion, better than Evan at the moment, in the global version at least. So physical attack damage, then you would want Eileen, because her passive increases physical damage by 50 or 60%. And then put like it'd be nice if you do good damage dealer, like person who good would be right now. Even like a Luvu and things like that will be really good. Or since a lot of enemies have Soy, ones with a piercing AoE will be really good as well. 7 Night, which one you should transcend and stuff. I did mention it earlier, so please check those out, because I did really go over in detail, and that would actually help you more if you guys go back and watch. So Jules, for Evan, I don't specifically remember, because there's so many varieties, but I could go ahead and check after this one, so I'll let you guys know. I think Zhuge is, for magic damage dealer, it was okay. Although a lot of people, actually, not as many, but some people thought that it was really good damage dealer. In my opinion, it was one of the hero that I never really loved, and kind of liked this skill. So it wasn't my favorite, but it really depends on a person. And at the moment, the magic deck wasn't as popular, so it really depends on a person. But so for my Evan, I gave 20% lethal increase, 20% chance of blocking, which really helps also, and 30% increase in the crit damage, because so that with a lethal, he'll deal more damage, and also increase by crit damage. You'll be able to deal more. And for the ring, I gave the 15% increase in life. That's one of the reason why my Evan's life is so high, even though my items aren't awakened. Yeah, I gotta level up my Shane. The only reason why I didn't do it is I'm currently out of my money and things like that as well. So Hello, if you're just coming in, thank you. Level your. I usually accept Seven Knights and Four Lord. Uh, Rest of them I either do it for four or for from 4 star or 5 star. Because some of them are just more difficult to get, and as you get more and more heroes, it's pretty darn difficult to get the ones that you wanted. So when you get it into 4 star or something, I just go ahead and use it, and then it's not that hard. So I just go ahead and then evolve them and then transcend. Do you for uh, Um, if I want to really want to do key efficiently farming, I would do 7-9. But since I don't have as much time, I usually do the 8-1 or 8-4. So, hello, if you're coming in. Congratulations for getting Kyle. I just did Kyle from last live stream. My girlfriend pulled it for me, so I'm really really happy. So I'll be raising that one as well. So oh, I think the animation for the Wukong will be same in the adventure, but yeah, why not? I'll give it a try. Let me just go ahead and get more drinks and stuff, and then I'll be back on. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. So. Yeah, I do see more people today on, so. Oh, let's see. Hopefully that reduces the buff. Okay. Yeah, my Karin is awesome, so I really do love her. And in story, she's really awesome as well. She's one of the supposedly pure blooded, so really close. And my Jave did a hell lot of damage, but you can see that Chancellor, is so great. So, so close. Is Milestone good? No, I I don't think he was ever good, even when he came out. So, my opinion is don't invest on him. Uh, Is Louisville worth investing? Definitely yes. So a lot of people has been thinking for Rin, counter or HP. Now that depends on which content you're gonna put her in, and a lot of people prefer uh, counter for the arena, but HP for some of the other one like boss raid and things like that. If you're going to put her, then they recommend putting health because they deal so much more damage after the thing. Yeah, for the Korean Seven Knight, it's really difficult to go up higher in the arena, and especially I don't really focus on my arena team as much as others as well, so that's one of the reason. But yeah, yeah, a lot of people also have trouble even going out of the bronze level. So that's one thing, but it also shows how competitive a lot of people who study these each decks and invest on each one of them as well. So uh, if you have any problem, if you can screenshot and then send it to me, and I will try to do it. All right. Well, there's 54 people watching, which is really surprising, but thanks for watching, and I do see that there's more people watching, especially at a weekend. So thanks for watching. I'm just doing the arena for right now since I gotta do my weekly quest, but uh, at this time, I'll be just answering most of the questions or things like that I see on the chat. So please do comment or whichever one. If you guys do have any question. And at the same time, if you guys can also answer each other, since I know a lot of you guys also heard my answers, and some of the ones just constantly come up. So if you guys can answer, that'd be really nice as well. So if you're new in my channel, please you can go watch my other videos as well. Hopefully it helps you. And if you can, subscribe and liking my videos will also help me as well. Thank you. Let's see. So I am charging right now, so hopefully it'll last. Congratulations. Tails just absolutely amazing. So you can contact me through the facebook.com with Seven Night Heroes, this page, and I will, this is you most of the time I put the links on the videos, but you can message me mostly through this page right here, so you guys can go ahead and do that. Check out for CR. I don't recommend it, but if you have any substitution, then go ahead and you can use it. But in my opinion, he's not as great as some of the other staples. So yeah, this is Lulu with a horse. That's one of the costume. So I actually don't have, my spike is not as strong enough, so I don't have spike. But if I did, then you know all these I'll be able to counter it, which will be really nice. So yeah, Awaken Nia is seen more in the earlier one, but as you go on higher though, you don't see as many of them. So um, he's really good early on though, because his regular attack has chance of um, what do you call? Regular attack has chance of stunning, which is almost guaranteed stunning. So yeah, Ijang, I use him in my arena too. You can see that he's the floating guy. I'm using the Halloween costume one that came out as a second year Halloween, and you know he's just great tanker as well as his regular passive is just really great as well. So all right, wow, there's 54 people watching. Thank you for watching. You could, yes, you could still pull Noho from 250 summon or 30, but it's very hard. It's one of the lowest to lowest pull rate. I don't know why. I mean, her skill is really great. That's one of the reason why they were handing her out exclusively when people bought the Seven Night art book, which I really love to buy, but I can't since I'm not in Korea. It was only exclusive to Korean ship shipping inside of Korea, so I wasn't able to buy it. But it was really beautiful art book. Some of the people posted, and hopefully next one they make it into a global where I can purchase it as well. So yeah, it's really bummer that I couldn't buy it, but yeah, hopefully I can. Yeah, Alicia, since I got two, I will be raising her. So that's just in my list. I do watch anime from time to time, but not as often since I've been pretty busy, as well as making videos and doing live stream and things like that during my free time. So hello, if you're just coming in. Um, Even if you have Awaken Alicia, you should still get Spike, since, in my opinion, Spike is, and also Spike is tankier, so it can last longer than some of the other ones. So that's just my opinion. But if you want to just try to replace it, it's okay, since it's kind of same. But I still just prefer Spike, since it deals more damage and things like that too. In a short run, so. Is Teo next to Luvu? I don't know what you mean, but Luvu is Forlord and Teo is the former Forlord. So no, my answer is I don't know. Hello, if you're thanks for watching and just coming in. And also, if you guys can, please like and subscribe my channel, so that, because that would really help me a lot. Like I said, I do see what people like and things like that with my analytics that I get. So that just helps me see what kind of videos you like, and that's why I try to do more of the hero spotlight videos and things like that as well. So please check those. And if you can, like I said, giving me those likes and things like that just helps for me to see. It doesn't really affect how, like, to see. So you can also go ahead and use the honor points to purchase the keys to farm more as well. So yeah, so I do get a lot of messages from a variety of people from different regions for the questions, so please do understand. I'm gonna just farm for a while. Okay, so well, uh, well, I'm glad that I helped, and I know, a lot of you guys also probably played similar games like this, and you know, for even person like me, I would go and then go on different websites, watch videos and things like that to see, and have a lot of questions and etc. But hopefully, I mean, I'm really glad that I became one of kind of those person to help some of you guys, and hopefully, um, that's something that kind of came along, uh, began off as helping my friend, actually making my videos just to help my friend, to actually now helping a lot more people than I was expecting. So that's just something that kind of makes me happy to do this. So for thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting, and things like that. So really close to also 2,500 subscribers. So, really thank you for all of you guys. Hello. Am I gonna stream tomorrow? I might stream tomorrow, but if I do, it will be maybe a different game or things like that. I might just play, like a game of dice and other stuff with my girlfriend and maybe some of my viewers too. So, if you guys do want to participate, I will. You can just message me through the thing, uh, Seven Night page, and then maybe I can join you guys as well. So. But if I do, maybe I'll do some of Seven Night, some of Game of Dice, and things like that. So I don't know for sure. But if I do, I will post it on the thing. Did I play Brave Frontier? Yes, I did, and I started from very early beginning, like since when it just came out, and then I kind of quit it because there were so many ones that just coming out, and there weren't the ones that are old, like Lario, Behemoth, and things like that. They just became completely useless, and they didn't really keep up with anything besides making new, stronger one and fancier ones. So that's one of the reason when I found Seven Night, it was really different and had more events and interactive game with more content. So that's why I kind of switched over. When do I usually pull for the thing? Uh, you can actually go ahead and then check the time for when is higher chance of getting certain heroes, and during that time I've been doing it, and I've been doing actually pretty darn good. So I live in California, US, so in America. So my time usually is like when I do it, it's 12, like 11, 12, 1, 2 a.m. So it's really late. But I know a lot of you guys also on the other side is early in the early, like maybe 3, 4. So yeah, my ID for the game of dice is exactly the same. So if you guys want to, you guys can add me there, and then maybe during the live stream, hopefully I can play with you guys as well. So I think it's one of the one that I just kind of like playing, since it's like a Monopoly like anyway. Let's see. I have. Hello, Ivan. Uh, I guess, yeah. I mean, I did start quite a while, but welcome. I know you've been on almost all of my live stream too, so I know a lot of you guys who are in here who comment often as well. Every time I try to do remember, so, and as long as your name is easy, I'll try to pronounce it. I know some of them I don't know if I can say it correctly, so. All right, so let me just. Let's see. What else do I have left? I know for weekly I still have arena 6 more times, so I gotta do that before. And like I said, I get a lot, and this number is just kind of like I already have 25 people waiting on my list, and I would really love to add all of you guys, but it also wouldn't be fair for those of you who asked for me, I added. So I am constantly kicking out people though who are over 2 days. So please wait, and I will eventually hopefully get to you. So that's one of the thing. So for the Castle Rush, let me go ahead and then tell you guys. Uh, for the standard team for the Castle Rush is that, where is it? Shane, Juby, Pascal on the back line, whichever of your choice. It's up to you. And then Lena. Lena is, like I said, S plus, one of the best supporter. Was loved ever since it came out. I didn't give her really great weapons and things like that, but she's still great enough, even with these. So it shows how great she is and all these stuff. Her passive basically reduces enemies' magic and uh, physical attack and defense. So that's just really great. And she can heal AoE for 2 turns, which is really great. And also increase the damage in general by 50%. So that's just really great as well. So backline, like I said, one of the three. Lena is always set. Rachel is always set as well. Rachel is absolutely needed because of her skill. In the global, it should be the Blaze, which reduces the enemies damage and defense. But in Korean one, they buffed it by the Phoenix, so they just switched the second effect for the Blaze and the Phoenix. So Rachel is absolutely needed. And Zeke or Ace, the reason is Zeke and Ace's both passive the same, increase enemies damage intake by 80%. Zeke, in my opinion, is just better because it's for 3 turns, but and Ace is 2 turn. So I use Zeke, and his passive that whenever he does regular attack or the counter, it reduces allies cooldown by 10 seconds. So this is just really great. So I use him. And the last position is that supporter. So yesterday was Chris, so I put Karin, so immunity to death for 5 turn. Other day you might put some of the other one like Victoria and Yui and things like that. So that just depends on the day. So this is a standard one. Now this might vary, depends on the team and things like that. And that's one of the reasons, since you might not get all the Victoria and things like that, I recommend having Spike, because having Spike just in general will help you use him in any kind of one, because his passive is that immunity to any kind of what is it, immunity. So I did it today, so I'm not gonna go do it again, but that's one of the thing. Let's see. Let me get some money. I'm really short on money. I'll probably use some rubies to get them. I still do use Chosan for one of the Helmo daily. You could use Kwanu as well, but my Chosan's level is higher, so. But that's one thing. Oh shoot, I should have turned on the skill. No wonder it's slow. Yeah, people still do use Luvu in Arena, even in the Korean one. And like I said, it will be used in a global one for long time. So, make sure you guys do get it, invest on him. I know they said, it's really low chance, but actually, in reality, it's not as low. I even, still get it. So let me see. Here's my deck. Here's my this ace skin. I know one of you guys asked if I can do it with the guild reward costume. So let me go ahead and find it. Where's my ace? So this one is the guild reward costume. So let me go ahead and put this in the other one. And then show you. Well, I farm anyway, so it's just level 4 ace, but with the costume it looks much cooler. So hello Kevin, I know you also have been here for a while. Hopefully after the live stream is over you guys can go back and also watch it as well. Wuzong is just not a great character hero in general, so I haven't seen it, but I don't know, maybe some of you guys have. So here's my awesome ace that I love. That deal no damage. And my Kaza actually 4-star as well, so trying to raise him. Karma actually got pretty lucky and then got it through summoning as well, so Shane costume, I'm using, oh shoot, crap. Shane costume is the latest one, and I think this one is for Awakened Hero only, so it will come out after Awakening, but for sure it will come out. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, Velica will hurt early on, but even just by having a toy, it will really, really counter Velica anyway. So Velica has a lot of weakness, and that's one of the reason why she kind of early on she dominated the arena, and then kind of went away after the Soy came out. That's one of the reason why I said Soy is one of the milestone like a arena hero. So aside from the arena use, except Ace, Karma is used a lot, although he's a formal Four Lord. Among the Four Lord, it would be Ace and Lin that is used in more different content. But Teo and Karma, which is a formal Four Lord, is also heavily used in arena, but can be used also in these different ones. So I know. Okay, let me just go ahead and put Wukong on this one too. My Wukong is really low level, so alright, let me go ahead and just show you guys. I think Ace though has a lot of good skin, but recently Lu has been getting really awesome skin as well, but let me try that. I was thinking hopefully Seven Knights also get this themed costume as well. This, the package that I got is just awesome, and hopefully, they do for more different ones. Also, my maybe like Holy Crusader would be good theme too, although they look really, really amazing even without it. But so for Korean ones, since they know that Daisy and some of the other ones, like especially like Musong, Shegalyang, and things like that, they weren't really used a lot, and even now we don't really use it. I think they are already pre-buffing in the global ones, so they'll use more. So I guess it's kind of like they consider the Korean one as kind of like a tryout one, and since it wasn't used a lot, they kind of buffed them and then came out, and then hopefully you guys use more, and maybe on the Awakening they might be it might be something that's similar that they might do. So when you awaken, like for instance like Daisy, hopefully when it comes out, um, it might be really good. So let's see. You're welcome. I do actually love going different design and things like that too. And they did a really great job because before, when the Ace and a lot of different heroes, when they did the skills, they would actually go back to his original form. But now, with the new things, they actually did change it. Wukong will be different ones and things like that. So they did really great job on the. I'm actually really proud of it as well. Yeah, Hevnia, like I said, will be they kind of like informally announced it, but Hevnia is the one that they're working on the next. Hopefully, the Awakening will come out since they're the Valkyrie sisters, and I'm actually excited too. Helenia looked really great, and hopefully Hevnia looked awesome as well. So that's just my uh, hopeful thoughts. But it's really good to see also a lot of these heroes coming back in action, especially like a Rook and Chancellor too. They weren't really used at all completely. It was trash ever since it was the beginning, and then now it's being used number one, number two, the most used heroes. So it's just really good. The Marvel is trying their best to come up with the new content as well as trying to bring back these the heroes so that every single has different kind of uses. So that's just something that I really kind of fell in love with and loved since what is it a lot of different games that I saw when the new one comes out, that's the best one, and then the old ones just basically kind of becomes out of their way. So um, so which one uh, I'll also take any suggestions from people who you guys think that other besides like the hero spotlight, if there's anything that you guys want me to make a videos on, you guys can also go ahead and comment or things like that, and I will try my best, like I said, to do that. So you guys because since I try to make any kind of videos that is to help you guys. So let's see. Yeah, my luck is so bad in the global one, so I don't know what to say, you guys. You guys already have like Ace and Luwu, Wukong. I'm like, man. I did play Dice of Game on my last live stream because I was with my girlfriend. So she was next to me and I did play Game of Dice. And since like you seem like you play, please add me, and then hopefully maybe tomorrow or something around this time when I do play and when I do live stream, we can maybe play together as well. So I think like although like it seems like you never get it, uh, that's what I realized with my friends too. I might not get it, um, but some of my other friends would get it, and I think it'll be just unfair, but you know, that's I think one of the way it proves that it's not as hard to get. So, um, Pidam is how should I say? Pidam is also one of the landmark arena champion that came out because both of his skill was 4-person target, and it completely went around the Soy. Uh, and he did massive amount of damage on the back, and he was able to kill so many people too. So as soon as he came out, everyone started to use him in arena, and I was one of them too. And not only that, but he was really great as farmer because even though it was 4-4, he's passive gets him increased amount of speed attacks. So that just helped a lot of people him to just attack and then get through the adventures real fast. So hello, if you're coming in, Paulin. Yeah, Soy is just one of the one where it was really really annoying. Yeah, Lena will be still used. In my opinion, Lena will be used throughout the whole thing. Even when the awakening comes out, and if it buffs Lena, it's gonna be even used way more. So that just proves how good he is and things like that. So Lena definitely 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 work on it. I haven't checked out the Tree of Savior, but I will actually go ahead and then check it out. So because I do constantly play a lot of different one as well, so why not? Um, the chibi version looks cute, but I actually like the current version because it's more proportionate, and I absolutely love when people like draw Seven Night art and things like that, and uh, I would love to commission artists and things like that to draw characters and heroes. And uh, I've been trying to contact some of the artists, but unfortunately they weren't doing the commission at the moment and things like that. So I wasn't able to, but um, yeah, I would absolutely love people to you know do different kind of seven night art and things like that. So mm, so it looks like most of you guys also know the answer to my question as well. So thank you for answering. Yeah, there's lot and lots of good Korean games that I really want to play, but I can't just because uh, I'm not in Korea, which kind of sucks. But um, that's one of the thing. But they did a really great job of at least releasing some of them into a global and things like that. So hopefully. Well, the Tree of Savior is one of the thing where maybe I will be interested too, and if it does, please tell me, and maybe I can play together as well. So all of the Shane's costume is purchasable during the time when it's out. Only ones, basically, the only costumes that where you can't purchase is the guild costumes. So guild costume reward. So just in curiosity, though, how many of you guys, by chance, uh, spend money on Seven Night so far? Because I know I've been getting a lot of messages that some people say they spend like over like $200-300, but they didn't get anything. So for me, for someone who is like a free to play user, never really had those kind of problem because since I whatever ruby that I get I could just summon and I don't really have to worry about money. So but I don't know, because it looks like some of the people did. So let's see. uh, 3,000. And actually I don't know which region, but I'm assuming it's not US dollar. For May's gift is actually really worth it to buy it. One of the things that they recommend is that if you're a small spending user, May's gift box and those one, the special one is actually pretty darn good. So, if you guys do spend on it, it's okay. So, I see a lot of different one. Okay. Yeah, May's lucky box and the ones like that, those are really good. So those I actually recommend it too, uh, for the small spending users. or people like that, because it's actually the value is really great. It's just that for me, I just wanted to be non-spending user, so that's why I never did. But yeah, if you do spend even a little money on Korean one, you can get way faster than the global. So wow, you spend well quite a lot of money. Um, yeah, hopefully those of you who are non-spending users and people who are do spending users, hopefully my guide helps to progress further than some of the other people and things like that. So, oh, hello and Spear. I got my Kyle actually. Uh, what is it? Last live stream. I think it was on Wednesday or something. My girlfriend pulled it for me, so thanks for my girlfriend. Okay, well I'll go ahead and later accept it and then uh, see. Uh, hopefully, maybe I can. I don't know. I don't know if I can see when you're on or something, but if I can, it'll be nice. So I'll let you know. Well, at least I'm glad that my guides were helpful, and a lot of you guys also do find it informative. So let me go back and explain some of the other ones. So make sure you guys go ahead and do this one. Um, if you guys are spending users, what is it? You guys can also spend some extra topaz where you guys get to summon, and then so you guys get guaranteed whatever hero that you guys are getting. Like for instance, mine right now I'm working on a Karma with a Lin on the background, which is really great. And this for the Korean one at least, use the puzzle. So right now I'm working on a Teo. I'm just I think three heroes away: Daisy, Yushin, and the Jin. So once I get those three, I'll get my Teo and then start transcending. And then next one I'll be working on a Lin. So make sure you go ahead and do that as well. This one is mixing, and so far I have never really used it because it uses so many different random ones, and I just never have all these stuff. But I know some of the B rank ones are really kind of easy to get, and especially after you summon or something, it might be you might already have it. So that's some of the ones where you might guys want to do. But okay, all right. I will remember your in-game name, and then definitely go ahead and add you as well. Uh, well, I'm glad that it helps you guys. And later, like usual, I will go ahead and then summon hopefully 250 and then see if I get anything. Although right now, I would there is higher chance of where is it? There's a higher chance of getting a Kyle and the Alicia later on, at least in 40 minutes for me. So hopefully, if I get it, it'll be fine. If not, I have more guys to farm. So, you know, uh, it's just really great for me. Let's see. All right. so let me go ahead and try the daily dungeon because the weekly and monthly quest. Let me see. And yeah, when I summon, hopefully you guys summon as well, so you guys can check out your luck. Let me just see real quick. Oh, the weekly. Okay, so I hopefully you know the daily because that one's easy. Weekly it changes. The first two changes this week was fusing. So the fusing twice, evolving twice. Other times it will be evolving your weapon twice, plusing your weapon 10 times, and then the other ones are saying doing daily quest 30 times, arena 50 times, and boss raid 2 times at least. So this will be same for every week. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Monthly, honestly, if you do the stuff from daily and weekly, first two should be easy. 120 daily and 10 weekly quests, so those are kind of easy. And participate in the castle rush 25 times. So even if you miss a day or two or three, you could still do it, and then you could get this. And from this, you could get the Leia, which you can open up the space, where when you open up a space it does another one. When opening up one space gives you one 4-star hero, which is the monthly. And then this one is a little bit hard, but fusing 2 5-star basically to make a 6-star. That's something a little bit hard, but you get a Fina in return, so that's really great. And participate in the guild battle for 50 times, so that's the test. Um, yeah, I try to save at least 1,000 ruby just in case if a good costume set comes out. I really love buying costumes, so uh, that's just kind of like my thing. I like switching around how they look and things like that as well. So, well, hopefully your next summon will be better. I know. I mean, most likely, I can sure that I'm not gonna get anything, but hey, who knows? And it's kind of to please others as well. So you could save your rubies as long as you're done with the masteries. But if you want to, there's no really exactly ways for you to do it. But when you can save it, you could do other stuff. So let me go to my global real quick. Um, I know I've been farming mainly getting my seven-nice selector and getting Jave and trying to farming at 8-1 and things like that. But unfortunately, all of my fusing and everything has been so good, so I still have a lot to go through in the global since since I play a lot of different as well as playing Korean one more. So let me go over some of the new heroes that came out. So let me get help from you guys. What's the Aaron's quiz? Let's. Thank you. All right, so let me go ahead and then claim other stuff as well. See if I get anything actually, cause. Ooh, also, if you guys I know I am trying to add friend me, although my friend list I believe is like full. I will try to add you though. I have 96. So I'll just go ahead and then add. I just add along my list because I know I kicked some people out today in the morning. So let me see. I have 100. So usually do that. So at least I can. Let's see. Let's see. I have some couple of spaces as well. So. Yeah, it's really good to use during the hot time when there's a higher gold and things like that, because it's so much harder to get, you know, especially gold. So most likely I'm gonna save on my rubies and purchase the gold, since I have a lot of like random fodlers right now, but not enough uh, money to actually plus them. So yeah, and Korean ones, since it's more faster paced, they don't usually sell the they don't usually sell the 1 stars, but they would rather use it as a folder to plus 3 star or things like that. Fina, actually, I would have to check, but I think I have maybe 2 Fina. Let me see. All right, let me see. Actually, I think I have like a 2 Fina though. Yeah, 2 Fina and 1 Leia, which I'll be using. So let me get other stuff. Toto, Babel, and 4 star Sarah. Okay, at least it's 4 star. So here, you can see the early young ace and the master tail. So I really love this. This actually picture wasn't even out in the Korean one, so it was very new to me. Oh, another Babel. Let me go ahead and just do some arena. So yeah, he looks so young, but you know, it's like you never know kind of thing. What is it? Actually gave up that position supposedly when he was young as well. So and gave away his thing to young Ace. So I don't know if I lose. This will be my first loss after 17 win, I think. Does most of the job. The rest of my guys are just there to take up the skill or damage. Oh no. But I could win, but I just don't play enough. So the former four lords are called former because um, they are previous lords, and then they basically gave up their position, and uh, the new ones replaced them, including Ace Rin, and some of the ones like that. So technically, they. Yeah, I don't know why, but somehow when I do global, it seems like it's lagging as well. So I don't know if that's because it's global, but I don't know. Yeah, the karma. So Tail left and then formed Night Crow, assassin. He's but and ooh, it's a Velica. A Velica is gonna be tough, but oh well. Mm, yeah, the thing with like a Ming Ming is that like, for instance, like right, so which is very stupid, but that's for instance, it's like exactly like Nia. Nia almost every. Oh, actually, let me just go ahead and do the rest. I have 100% win rate so far. Pretty darn good. So actually am happy too. So all right. Kind of new comes out. He kind of pretty much countered all. He was so good. Hero, an all-rounder hero, because you don't want to use your elements to raise them, but it's just up to you guys. If you feel like you need certain heroes faster, then why not go ahead and do it. Crit and speed attack or something. I just gave basically Jave the best item. That later, if you want to, you could still go ahead. Currently, I have Let me just go back now, since it seems like when I do it, there's like some bad connection and things like that as well. And let's see. All right, good night. I know it's late and I'm gonna be ending soon as well, but thanks for watching. And also, it would be also helpful if you guys do, either click on or watch through the advertisements when it pops up. I don't really know when it does, but when it does, if it does, it will be really helpful if you do, because that's one of the way where I can actually be monetized and things like that. So let's see. I think one of the thing where I'm trying a lot of different ways for this one, but it's so difficult. Let's see. So yesterday I was able to do it because it's based on a hit. But today, let me see how I can do this. So I feel like I gotta put the Shane on the back line anyway. Where's my Shane? Yeah, the new daily hell mode is really, really strong. It's been killing me. So, I actually don't think I can beat it. And maybe if I can't, I'll just go ahead and just do the normal one until I figure it out. But don't tell me it's gonna hit karma. Oh my god. Right, hopefully then this one. So hopefully this silences them. No, it's not. Okay, I guess not. So they die really, really fast. Hopefully my Shane kill it. Okay, I gotta transcend her because she's not strong enough. But okay, never mind. I don't think I can beat it. Maybe I'll try a different way and then do it. Let's see. Where is it? I'll just do the normal one. This one's really easy. If you have Lee, it should be very, very easy. So where's my Lee? Go ahead and put him. And if you want, you could go ahead and put Feng in as well. So alright, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, in the global, I'm still looking for ways to do it as well. Uh, like I said, for some days I can do it, some days I can't. And this is really easy if you have Lee in Korean version, but if you don't, uh, it's very difficult. So and then use this. Uh, oh, let me go ahead and use this. Let's see. Sorry, I've been doing some other stuff as well. All right. I just wait have to couple more minutes. I don't even. Oh, I gotta just do a couple more arenas. So, ooh, let me see that. And okay, sorry. All right. Hopefully, I can summon very soon, and then end my live stream since it's been pretty long. I did for like 20 or 30 minutes. By the way, what time is What time is it for you guys again? I know a lot of you guys also live in other part of the world, but uh, does anyone live uh, at least near US or Europe or any part of that? Just curious. So okay, so close to 5, Singapore. Okay, 11. Where is 11? Let me see. So 4:40, I guess. 5 a.m. New York. Well, thanks for watching my video at 5 a.m. because I don't think I would be able to watch my own video at 5 a.m. So, oh, 4:50 p.m. Okay, yeah. So 4:50 usually. 9:52. Where's that? Yeah, I know, cause like the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, they're all like 4:50 around same time. 9:52. It says the New York was 5 a.m. So I don't know. Indonesia. Oh, New Zealand. Wow. Well, thanks for watching my video. It's pretty cool to know that when I do these stuff, my viewers are from like a totally different part of the world, but playing a same game and interact and things like that. So I really appreciate all these different people uh, watching my videos. So thank you. 1:53 a.m. Yes, me too. Yeah. Here it's like really late. Gotta get ready to sleep soon, but yeah, California 1:52 a.m. So hopefully I will be on my break, spring break, this coming week, but I will be gone since one of my school project requires me to. So I will be gone, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be making more videos and posting them before I leave, so that you guys can watch those videos and things like that. I will be still be able to comment and do the message through the Seven Night, but you know it's just that I won't be able to make videos on other days until I come back. So so what I noticed is that they I read the article because my girlfriend had Korean Seven Nights in the iPad, and then today when she tried to do it, she couldn't log on, and they said that from Apple they took out the Korean Seven Nights. So I don't know why, but they decided to just keep only the global one. I don't know why, but it's something that they decided to do, and they said you can um, they said they can do it through Korean, the what is that, the iTunes and all these different kind of stuff, or iOS account, but I honestly don't know why they actually did it, because it's, I don't know, but yeah, so it looks like you can't download the Korean one anymore unless you do the Korean Apple App Store, which it says it requires Korean credit card and all these different stupid stuff. So pretty disappointed. But in Android, you can still play, which is, I guess, still a good thing. Um, but oh, let me do some raid. I need some weapons and stuff where I can play. Yeah. So what you can still do is like I say you can still use the blue stacks and things like that. where you could still play on PC and things like that. Uh, in my opinion, one of the reason why they took out that is I guess they have some dispute with the Apple way of the monetizing, getting their money and things like that. So that's what they kind of I think explain, but I don't know what's behind it. So you can't play the Seven Night in the Apple iOS. So well, she does. She originally plays on her phone, which is Samsung. So you could still go ahead. She could still go ahead and play. But sometimes when she's doing other stuff on the phone and then wants to play, she could go ahead and do that with the thing, with a tablet. So, and I was gonna go get tablet, maybe like an iPad or something for a bigger screen and maybe better graphic quality as well. But since I know that I can't download it and use it, most likely I will be stuck with this. Oh, the Seven Night, the Korean version has more. It requires more memory, just because there's more content and more, hero and everything else. So it can be heavy on some of the users, but most of the time it's fine. So I guess I tried using BlueStacks, but I don't know about Nox. But if it works, please let me know, and more in detail. Like maybe you can message me and I'll check it out, and maybe I can tell other users as well. Since one of the thing is that they couldn't play in the iOS now, so. Yeah, my goal is that hopefully it'll be really nice if I do get like more money and things like that from YouTube. If I do, it would be nice if I can change my like a PC or something, since mine is kind of old, and then I can live stream on my computer or things like that, and different kind of games and others as well. And hopefully I can buy the one of the mobile gaming, the thing, so I can do that. But at the moment, like I said, I'm not really getting paid to do this. I don't really make. I make almost nothing. So that's why I can't go ahead and then do other stuff. I know in Korean ones, some of the really popular and very high Seven Night. Uh, users and players, sometimes they hand out the free like gift cards and even like those kind of things for people to purchase whatever they want. But like I said, since for me, I don't really get paid right now, so it's really hard for me. But maybe in the future I will be getting also more subscribers, more views, and more people views, so I will be able to hopefully get more money, and then do do more stuff with the viewers and things like that. So sorry, I should be like, I think this raid is taking long because I didn't really focus it. My Shane has to attack, and if I do, it dies really fast. But some other random one has been attacking, so let's see. Okay, so let me see. I think there is higher chance right now, so why not go ahead and try it a little. I'm gonna just summon one just for fun, and since I need some more fodlers anyway. Let's see. I guess I'm trying to make Pascal stronger anyway, so. Oops. Well, thanks for wishing all the lucks. Although, I think, in my opinion, I'm not gonna get anything, especially when I'm summoning just one. But, hey, it's something, summoning in any kind of game, these kind of like a summoning or anything is just what kind of like really excites me and a lot of things. So, that's one of the reason why I do it. And even though that sometimes you're not gonna even get anything, it's something that you really like. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me just say real quick. So, okay, so do you guys prefer me to summon a pet summoning, which has higher chance, or the regular 250 summoning? It's up to you guys, but it's let me hear you guys what you guys think, because pet summoning I haven't done it as much, and then I could technically summon more as well, but 250 is always the one also have chance of getting other ones as well. So I guess the 250 it is. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and summon. So right now is, let me see. So it's Kyle and Alicia. So let's go ahead and summon. So there's two. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this is what it means to be, trolled by And marble. Okay, let's open the one on the left. I could pretty much tell what comes out even by looking at top. This one's Aaron. Yes. Okay, the middle one, although I don't even expect it. Let's see. Catalina. Okay, at least I guess I can transcend. Now this is where it gets bad part because I want to do one more time. But hey, this one I'm gonna try to do pet. I will be spending some for pet because I don't have any good pet yet. So I really really love the other one. So let me do some pet. No, this sucks. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, one more. Let's go. I get a frog, which I have a bunch of them. One more. I think I have a lot of him as well. I wish I get at least 3 star. Alright, let me see how much I have. Okay, it's still okay because I get around like 200 rubies a day around. So please, please. Okay, so it's a bluer frog. 3 star. At least it's 3 star. Please. So 3 star. Okay. Getting better. Hopefully. This is the one. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so it kind of makes me feel better, at least. Let's see. Alright, wait a second. I have 28. Let me just farm one and get 2 more ruby and then some one more and see the last one. This just hurts my feeling. But man, I really wanted better pet, but you know, there's so much what do you call? There's so much my bad luck. But like I said, it's like really really tempting to always summon just because you never know what you're gonna get. So, oh god, please. I think if I get any 4 star 7 night pet, actually it's pretty worth it. Even though I spent 250 and other one for this one, it will be pretty worth it. But if I don't, oh man, I guess I'll just think of it as I donate my rubies to the Marble. So, alright, so let's go. I'll just accept only one. So I can go ahead and then summon. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and summon. Please. No! uh, this stupid Liku. Oh my god, this. Let me see how many pets I have. Oh god. So I have this one at least. This one helps cooldown reduction by 8 seconds. This one increases defense. And then what I'm using is Juicy, which is increasing chance of critical and things like that. But, ooh, man, it's really rough. But hey, you never know. So, and at least I have let's think positively. I have perfect number 2,800 rubies. So let me see if I can. I mean, rest of them, I'm most likely gonna use it on my getting, what is it? The uh, getting money, but ooh, there's chance of succeeding is 5%, and this is 15%. Ah. 100K. Let's go. Please. Please. Okay, maybe today's not my day. I don't think today's my day. Oh my god. Well, I just learned that when it's not my day, I should better stop. So, thank you. Um, damn it. But hey, at least you guys like it and enjoy it. So, that's what it matters, right? At least my viewers and others like it. So, oh god. So I guess I'll be farming it more until next time I do the live stream or make my video on the summoning. But yeah, I know I should have let my girlfriend summon it, and he did last time. So oh, I got someone new. Who did I get? Someone new. Oh, it's probably the pets. So here's some regular pets that I didn't get before, as well as this one. I was really hoping for Cree, Spike, or Rachel, but I guess not. Oh man. Well, at least thank you everyone for at least wishing me luck. Although it didn't, I didn't really get anything good. Uh, it's still something that I can use, these guys as a fodder anyway, so why not? Alright, so I will be ending my live stream here today. I did for close to 3 hours. It was kind of long. It's also because I've been trying to wait for that moment for the higher chance. So, well, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you guys can make it to my next live stream as well. It will be I know tomorrow if I do I will be doing something like maybe other game or something, but next Saturday or this coming Saturday I will be doing another 7 night live stream, and hopefully you guys can make it as well. Thanks for watching my live stream today, and hopefully a lot of the information in the beginning all helped you guys, and I will be coming up with more hero spotlights as well, so please stay tuned, and make sure you guys also have a great day playing 7 Night and don't have a luck like me. So so yeah, for Asian for tomorrow for me it'll be Sunday, but for Asian time it'll be Monday for you guys. So make sure you guys check those out. So until next time, guys, see ya.